Hey, welcome to another episode of the Bobby Experience. On today's episode, I talk about the latest news of Jon Jones relinquishing his light heavyweight title. For all of those who've been following this story, Jon Bones Jones and Uncle Dana White, have been butting heads on on Twitter uh, about about pay. Now, he was potentially going to have a fight with Francis Ngannou, go up to heavyweight, and I'm just going to fill you in with some of the details here. So he was asking for a certain amount of pay, didn't give an exact amount, but Dana White claims that he was looking for like Deontay Wilder money, that I believe is like around maybe 30. He was looking for like around 30 million. Uh, and he's Dana White's also claiming that he has a text to prove it, and Jon Jones is denying it. So, to make a long story short, that's what led to Jon Jones wanting to vacate his title and leave the UFC. This is what I predict is going to happen, is that Jon Jones will be out on the sidelines for a while, and because he's the uh, best light heavyweight, and even Dana White said himself that he's the goat. I know Dana White's gonna want him back, and then he's gonna try to work. There's gonna be some negotiations going on. I don't think Jon Jones is gonna be gone for good. I know he wants to fight. He's a very talented, obviously a very talented athlete, fighter, and I know he still has a lot of fights under his belt, but he felt that the pay to go up to heavyweight to go against Francis Ngannou, a guy who's knocked out four of his last four opponents, there wasn't really much of an incentive to really fight him, and right. So this is where we're at right now. But I think what's gonna happen right now, it's just I think it's Jon Jones just calling his bluff right now. I mean, for now that title's vacant. So I guess what's going to happen too is that there's going to be uh, some interim title fight going on, and uh, in the meantime, and then once things get worked out, Jon Jones will come back after he reaches a deal with Dana about the pay. But get this though, I went on one of the websites, bloodyelbow.com, one of the MMA sites, and I'm looking at the revenue of the UFC by year, and it's gone up, as you can imagine, over these past several years. And for the estimated revenue for now up till 2020 is 980 million. And we know UFC fighters don't get paid as much as boxers, as much as like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. But with that kind of money, and the year's not even over, and now they're estimated like 980 million. They can fork over to pay more for Jones and pretty much everyone on the UFC roster. And I know Dana's way of thinking is that, well, if they don't get a lot of views with pay per view, like they don't necessarily maybe deserve that uh, kind of pay. But I just think there's no reason that these fighters can make multi millions. I think about like all these other professional athletes, people that are in the NFL, the NBA. They're in the multi millions, and there was some there was a Forbes list that recently came out, and talking about the hundreds highest paid athletes, and that includes like different professional sports on there, the Major League Baseball, golf, NBA, NFL, and among the top 100, there was only one mixed martial artist, and that was Conor McGregor. There's something wrong with that. Uh, there ought to be more mixed martial artists making more, especially with the kind of risk that they put themselves in, where you're intentionally trying to hurt your opponent. And it's not about like trying to like just score a touchdown and just tackle them or like run past them to get to get that touchdown. You're intentionally trying to like knock somebody's head off and damaging someone's head, giving someone potentially brain damage, and so I could see where Bones is coming from, and I could see where Dana White's coming from, but the pay is it's ridiculous. And Jones was sharing here about how his brother, one of his brothers who's in the NFL, is saying his brother Chandler Jones on the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm super casual when it comes to like other sports, mostly mixed martial arts is what I follow the most. But anyways, yeah, he made 16.5 million last year. Yeah, I think this is going to bring some change in the UFC. This could maybe bring some change in the UFC about fighter pay, but who knows? I mean, I don't know if White's gonna change his tune when it comes to pay. Then again, he's the same guy that said that women would never fight in the UFC, and then lo and behold, Ronda Rousey came, and then all the other big names, and we'll see how this plays out. But I don't think Jon's going to be gone for good. But I'm hoping that if and when he does come back, that he could just stay out of his troubles outside of the cage, so he wouldn't be losing his belt like he's lost it before. Well, this is Bobby with the Bobby Experience. Catch you in the next video. Peace.